Tourism Day. Today, as we gather in beautiful St. Martin, I want us to reflect on the powerful relationship between tourism and peace. In a world of conflict and division continue to disrupt lives and economies, those of us in tourism-dependent nations must be ready to navigate the consequences. Here in St. Martin, with over 130 nationalities coexisting peacefully, we stand as a perfect example of how tourism can unite people, foster understanding, and build harmony. I know we have a lot of work to do, but we cannot ignore that on this topic, we can actually show the world we are an example of tourism and peace. On World Tourism Day, we are reminded of the profound ways in which tourism transforms communities. Tourism is more than just a source of income. It's a bridge to opportunity. It creates jobs, fosters inclusion, and strengthens our local economy. More importantly, by valuing and preserving our culture and natural heritage, tourism can help reduce tension and nurture peaceful coexistence. Here on this island, our beautiful, friendly island, we witness how tourism promotes economic interdependence between neighbors, encouraging cooperation and peaceful development. When people from all over the world come together, there is a mutual exchange of values, ideas, and tradition. Every traveler who comes to St. Martin can be an ambassador of peace. They recognize our diversity and shared humanity, which are the values that unite us all. As we celebrate today, tourism every day actually, let us also celebrate our local pioneers, those who have paved the way in our tourism industry, creating opportunities for others and building a foundation for future growth. Their dedication and vision made St. Martin the vibrant, inclusive destination it is, once was, and will be again, and it is also now. That was a mouthful, right? Tourism broadens horizons, and in times of uncertainty, it reminds us of the world's potential for connection, peace, and progress. As we look to the future, let's continue working together to ensure that tourism only sustains our economy, not only sustains our economy, but also strengthens our sense of community and shared responsibility for peace. Thank you, and let's continue the world with open hearts and open minds. I want to thank the minister for this evening, for making sure that this was able to happen, and of course the entire St. Martin Tourism Bureau team for a wonderful job. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
About 13 years ago, in 2011, I was hired by the tourist office to work on World Tourism Day. We sat together, I met Lisa Coffey for the first time, and a major 3-part project where we decided that we're going to engage the locals into tourism, everything tourism. 13 years ago, we had a walk for tourism, something I think we should reconsider to do again. We had a walk for tourism, and I think we had about 500 to 600 people at that walkathon. Then we also had, under the team, linking cultures, because that was the team then, 13 years ago, linking cultures. We had a cultural event on the boardwalk with all booths, with all different cultures in St. Martin, because that's who we are, a melting pot. And also at Great Bay Beach Hotel, we had our honoree event. 13 years later, I come full circle to think on culture, where we would culture, and that's one of the first pinnacle meetings I had with the tourist office, asking about who are we? How do we sell ourselves? And the disconnect between us and the children. So this time around, as Minister of Tourism, I was honored to sit with this time Miss Wendy Doran and the team to come up with another 3-part event, but with a smaller budget because things were a little too rough for us this year, but we made it happen. Look how beautiful it is tonight. So, with Miss Wendy Doran, we decided We're missing culture. We're missing who we are. We're going to work on that coming soon. But at the same time, we need to engage the youth and let the youth understand the importance of culture, of tourism. So this last week around this time, Miss Wendy Duran took some kids on the Icon of the Sea. I heard they went for thirds, fourths, and fifths for the buffet. They enjoyed themselves. And they also went on the Win Air flight and took a aerial tour for 15 minutes, I think 2 groups of kids. And many of them, some of them never been on a plane before. Most of them never been on a cruise ship before, but they get to understand what it means to be a tourist and how the tourist feels when they come to our island. And today, we're here to honor the pioneers, those that made tourism important for our country, those that helped hone our tourism product. And I want to say congratulations in advance to all 8 of you, and looking forward to next year's theme, which is tourism, sustainable transformation, sustainability. When I say full circle is because if we're going to work hopefully with a new Minister of Education and Culture, Youth and Sports, with that minister that's coming along, we can come up with a new curriculum for kids so that they can learn in schools the importance of tourism, and that's sustainability. So we're looking forward to next year, and I thank everyone for being here. Thank you.
About 2 years ago, the St. Martin Tourism Bureau, in collaboration with the Department of Communication and Peter Sagnia Films, embarked on a pilot project aimed at honoring the individuals who have made significant contributions to our tourism industry. Through this project, we have had the privilege of sitting down with key figures from our community, our very own tourism pioneers, who shared their unique stories and experiences. These interviews, which were featured on our local social media platform last year, gave the public a glimpse into the lives of individuals who have helped to shape St. Martin's tourism landscape. Their stories, not only reflect the rich history of our island, but also serve as inspiration for the future of our industry. As a gesture of gratitude for their immense contributions, it has been decided to honor each of these pioneers tonight by presenting them with a token of appreciation. Their dedication has played an essential role in establishing St. Martin as a vibrant destination that it is today. This project, however, is far from complete. Our island is filled with many more tourism pioneers, some of whom are right here with us this evening, whose stories are waiting to be told. The Tourism Bureau is committed to continue this initiative and to recognize and celebrate the invaluable contributions of every individual who has helped to build and sustain our tourism industry. So without further ado, I'm proud to introduce the pioneers of tourism that we've interviewed so far, as well as a few others, because we have some surprises this evening, who have impacted our tourism industry in a truly remarkable way. This evening, I will begin with our first pioneer. She came to the island of St. Martin from St. Kitts in 1964, initially as a babysitter and housekeeper. She worked at Mary's Fancy as a waitress and housekeeper for 7 years, where she made good friends such as Annette Lake, Laurentine Glasgow, Lydia Sylvia McJeffers, Elena Hanley, and the Vincents, before becoming the head of housekeeping department on November 1st, 1973, at the Summit Hotel, where she worked until its closure due to Hurricane Irma on November 30th, 2017. During her time as head of housekeeping department, she was affectionately called by her guests and her colleagues Miss Mena, and she took care of hundreds of guests and staff alike. She even invited them to her home, cooked for them, took care of them during and after hurricanes, babysat for them, and took them on as family. She would make her delicious porridge for her colleagues and mobby, which she still does to this day. I'm hoping I find some somewhere in a bar tonight. All while doing all of this, she wanted to make sure that her beds were neat, towels were well folded, floors were clean, bathrooms were spotless, and the grounds were immaculate. She also worked at the front desk as a front desk relief. During times when there were major hurricanes, well into her 70s, she would be seen cutting down branches, moving debris, and cleaning up for her guests. She could go toe-to-toe with any of the maintenance workers. How she managed to work the day and make dinner for many guests at night under candlelight, wash cloths from 5 a.m. in the morning, and still be happy, smiling, and willing to help is still a mystery today. She embodies hospitality. During her time directly in the industry, she not only created memories, but she also created a feeling of belonging to the island and a belonging to family. She did this not only with her guests, but also with her colleagues, with a total of over 50 years, I repeat that, 50 years in hospitality here on St. Martin. She has made her mark for over 3 generations of visitors to the island. Ladies and gentlemen, our first pioneer this evening, I want to give her a warm welcome, Mrs. Jerome V. Welcome, Ref. And now we move on to our next pioneer this evening. He embarked on his hospitality career shortly after graduating from college at the age of 20 in 1975. Beginning at the Labega Hotel, where he dedicated 25 years of his life. He's also recognized as one of the few Dutch Antillians to have successfully managed multiple hotels, including the Summit Hotel, Bel Air Hotel, and Don Beach Hotel. In 2005, he took on a new challenge as the managing director of Port St. Martin, where he continued to make a significant impact. Over the years, he has served in various capacities on boards of both the St. Martin Hotel Association and the Caribbean Hotel Association. His commitment to the industry extends beyond management. He has been actively involved in numerous civic and community organizations for over 4 decades. With 42 years of senior management experience, he has held positions as personnel manager, director of personnel and government relations, general manager, and managing director of resort hotels, overseeing staff levels ranging from 45 to over 1,200 personnel. His roles include managing director and chief operating officer at the Port of St. Martin, as well as managing director of the St. Martin Development Fund Foundation. He possesses extensive knowledge in business development and operations, specializing in turnaround projects, union negotiations, dispute resolution, corporate governance, and government relations. His expertise also encompasses asset management and supervisory board experience. Within the tourism sector, he has held prominent positions such as director of the Caribbean Hotel Association and has served as president, vice president, and secretary of the St. Martin Hotel and Tourism Association. Additionally, he is a member of the Tourism Advisory Council and has participated in selection committees for various advertising and representation firms across the United States, Brazil, Argentina, and Canada. His dedication to hospitality and the tourism industry has significantly contributed to the growth and development of St. Martin, making him a respected figure and a vital part of the island's vibrant tourism landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, our second pioneer this evening is none other than Mr. Keith Franco. Our next trailblazer was born on September 24, 1944, right here on St. Martin, and has been a trailblazer in the tourism sector, particularly in the maritime industry. He began his career as a captain for pleasure yachts, guiding visitors through the beautiful waters surrounding St. Martin. In 1984, he joined the St. Martin Port Authority, starting at a small facility right here in Phillipsburg. Over his 41-year career, he has witnessed and contributed to the significant transformation and growth of the port. His early work included serving as a liaison engineer between the port and construction company Balustrada during the period of expansion. His commitment and dedication to his role have been instrumental in ensuring the port's development and success. He's particularly proud of how the port is now attracting a younger generation and showing renewed interest in maintaining and enhancing its legacy. As he continues to contribute to the tourism industry, he embodies the spirit of resilience and dedication that has characterized St. Martin's growth in the hospitality sector. With a passion for his work that remains strong after decades of service, he is a vital part of St. Martin's tourism story, inspiring others to cherish and advance the island's rich maritime heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, our next pioneer, Mr. Lucien de Her. And I think we have someone who is going to accept the award on his behalf. I think Rosina's coming forward. We move on to our next pioneer this evening. He is a renowned figure in the culinary world of St. Martin, best known as the co-owner and head chef of the beloved Yvette's restaurant over in French Quarter. A pillar of the local dining scene, he has dedicated his career, starting at Mullet Bay with 30 years of service, to preserving and promoting the rich culinary traditions of St. Martin. He offers authentic island cuisine that has become a must-visit for locals and tourists alike. I know, you can sell it, I put on some there because every week. That's the truth. Yvette's restaurant, named in honor of his wife, Yvette Heyman, has long been a symbol of St. Martin's cultural and culinary heritage. His passion for traditional cooking paired with his commitment for using fresh, locally sourced ingredients has turned Yvette's into an iconic institution here on the island. His recipes, passed down through generations, showcase the flavors of the Caribbean soul food with a focus on creating a dining experience that feels like home for all who visit. His efforts extend beyond his role as a chef. He is deeply involved in the community as well, often collaborating with local farmers, fishermen, and producers to ensure that the ingredients he uses represent the best of what St. Martin has to offer. His dedication to sustainability and local sourcing not only supports the island's economy, but also preserves its culinary traditions for future generations. Under his leadership, Yvette's restaurant has garnered international recognition, attracting food enthusiasts from around the world while maintaining its warm, welcoming atmosphere. His unwavering commitment to quality and authenticity has made him a beloved figure on the island, and his work continues to inspire the next generation of chefs and to honor and elevate St. Martin's unique gastronomic legacy. He remains an ambassador for St. Martin's culinary tourism, helping to position the island as a top destination for travelers seeking an authentic Caribbean dining experience. This evening, our next pioneer is none other than Mr. Felix Heyman. Unfortunately, this evening he could not be here, and we will present him with his award and gifts at a later date. We move on to our next pioneer. Originally from Pabian Town, Pabian Town has made significant contributions to tourism and hospitality sector here on the island of St. Martin. His journey began at Mullet Bay Resort, where he secured his first job upon returning from school in Curacao. Under the mentorship of Lupita, the Human Resources Manager, he participated in pioneering training programs designed to empower local youth with a comprehensive understanding of the hotel industry. Through this program, he has gained hands-on experience in various departments, including dishwashing, bell service, and room division. His commitment and determination led him to excel in the rooms division department, which encompassed 8 sub-departments and over 300 employees. Despite starting with a modest salary of only $60 a week, he was encouraged to focus on building a career rather than immediate financial rewards. Throughout his career, he has worked with notable hotel chains such as Kilbourne and Fisher, Sheraton, and the Marriott, amassing a wealth of knowledge in hotel management. Notably, he was the only local management team member retained by Sheraton during the acquisition of the resort, thanks to the insistence of the resort owners. He has played a pivotal role in developing a successful marketing strategy for Mullet Bay, coining the slogan, "You go to Mullet Bay because it has St. Martin," or "You go to St. Martin because it has Mullet Bay." This campaign contributed significantly to the resort's reputation and success. Now, as a respected figure in the tourism industry, he's dedicated to encouraging young people to pursue careers in hospitality. He emphasizes the importance of staying focused, using one's skill to uplift others, and contributing to the community. His life and career serve as an inspiration for future generations to come here on the island of St. Martin and its vibrant tourism sector. Ladies and gentlemen, our next pioneer, none other than Mr. Charles Vernon Jacobs.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, and I thank the organizing committee, and I thank the tourist office and the Minister of Tourism, the Prime Minister, and all the invited guests. To God be the glory. Because I've been battered, bruised, and torn, but I'm still here. There were many days I thought I could not make it, but Lord, I'm still here. Because it's not about me, it's about St. Martin. St. Martin is my home, and I tell everybody I have nowhere to go. And my dedication in the industry of Mullet Bay and the tourism was all legitimate because I started from the bottom. And I was very arrogant, I was very adamant when Mr. Louis Nelson Peters, I'll never forget his name, God bless him, with his French Quarter, New York attitude. He sent me to wash pots and dishes in a kitchen. I just came back from Curacao, from the Lyceum of Curacao. I said, no, you gotta be crazy, man. You ain't serious. Every department we went in, they used to tell me, watch out yourself, I'll beat you up, And it was all for my good. My last position in Mullet Bay was Executive Vice President, Special Assistant to the Chairman of the Board, the Honorable Hushang Ansari. We have a wealth of training. We managed Mullet Bay together with persons like Stephanie and a lot others. And the only thing I would like to ask and beg the authority and the minister, we need to pay more emphasis on our little beautiful island. St. Martin needs a manager that goes around and sees things and correct it. When you travel and you come back is when you see it. St. Martin needs a lot of improvement if we're going to really be competitive. We have all the ingredients to make it happen, but we need people that are going to persevere and stand up for what we believe in. And what we believe in is our little island, St. Martin. God has blessed us so far during the hurricane season, and we have to give thanks. God knows we have to give thanks, because it could have been really, really, really bad. But through it all, He's been here with us. And I would like to thank you. I wish you a pleasant evening. My wife of 45 years, she looks like a teenager, but she's been with me through thick and thin. And I love you very much. I'll continue to love you. And together we'll make it happen. In Jesus' name. Amen.
We move along to our next pioneer this evening. He is a distinguished statesman and a former Prime Minister of St. Martin, whose career has been marked by significant contributions to the island's political and economic landscape. A dedicated public servant, he has played a crucial role in advancing St. Martin's tourism industry, recognizing it as the backbone of the island's economy. He was born on our sister island of Curacao and migrated to St. Martin in the early 60s, where he was employed at the Juliano International Airport as an air traffic controller. Following his aviation career at the airport, he entered into politics and dedicated himself to what he loves most, working for and with the people of St. Martin. During his tenure as Prime Minister and in other capacities, he has worked diligently to promote sustainable tourism practices, ensuring that the industry not only grew, but also benefited from the local community. He championed policies that enhanced St. Martin's global appeal, advocating for infrastructure and improvements along the way, and also developing an eco-friendly island and initiatives of that type. Ladies and gentlemen, our next pioneer this evening, I called his name before and I'll call it again, none other than the Honorable Mr. Marcel Felix Augustine Gumbs.
Thank you. I promise you it won't be long. Prime Minister, Minister of TED, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of years ago, a young lady who I happened to know when she was almost 5 or 6 years old, running around at her mother's workplace, Callaloo. Those of you who don't remember, Callaloo was a little restaurant down the road here in the alley across from Holland House. This young lady I wouldn't say harass, but she keep insisting to me that she wants to record me and get to talk to me about the past and about the airport. And after about 6 phone calls, she said, you have to come Thursday because Vernon Jacob's coming too. I said, where are we going? She said, we're going up on Fort Amsterdam Hill, and we're going to film from up there. So obviously, Fort Amsterdam, you had to park down below. And this young lady put me to walk quite a distance. And when we get where we had to go under a tree, we literally had to sit down and wait and rest and draw our breath. And she recorded together with a gentleman from Dcomm. She did ask some questions. That lady is none other than Claudia. Claudia, where are you? I understand, and I'm going to say it, I understand that because of that video recording, I was added to the list and to be here this evening. And I called Maylene, I said, Maylene, I didn't work in tourism, why am I in this list? And she said, well, you're not coming? I said, it's not about not coming, but I need to know how this is happening. Obviously, I need to know that. And then she says, well, I don't know yet because I didn't see the final list. And come anyway, make sure you come. And so I gave some thought. And I'm here to receive the award, not for Marcel, but for the team that I joined back in 1975 at Juliana Airport. I'm talking about the air traffic controllers. I'm talking about names, people who were there before me, people like Junior Williams, who studied air traffic control in Trinidad, people like Jane Christian, the first female air traffic controller on the islands of the Netherlands Antilles, people like Elton Jones, people like Marius Flawn, people like Larry Dunker, people like David Simmons, people like Frankie the Weever. All of these are people, and together with the team that's up on the hill now by Maho, the air traffic controllers. It's a profession I served this country in for 14 years. And as they say then, and as we continue to say now, air traffic controllers are the one that you never see. Every survey that was made in the history of aviation, when you ask the passenger, who do you hope had a good day, they will tell you the pilot, the captain. Nowhere, no one ever mentions the air traffic controller because people don't see them, you don't hear about them, and they don't boast, they don't talk. But they are the key factor in any setting, in any country in the world where aviation is concerned. That is why, in my days, there was a sticker, very popular in the United States. It says, air traffic controllers tell pilots where to go. Because without the air traffic controller, the pilot can't go anywhere. And he cannot pull the handbrakes, nor pull off the road in the air, because there's no parking space in air. So, I will accept this award this evening on behalf of those who were there before me in the tower and those who are there now, because they deserve it. Besides that, we tend to forget too quick and too often the developments and the people that made a contribution in the earlier days. And I'm referring in tourism, in aviation, people like Commissioner Sam Hazel, who was responsible for aviation and the airport for many years. People like Van Spanje, the first airport manager, who had nothing to do, nothing to work with. People like Buddy Scottbar, people like Frank Arnell, and most of all, people like Raphael Christian, the assistant airport manager, who was instrumental, together with Commissioner Hazel, when the opportunity came for an air traffic control school in Curacao to get students from St. Martin admitted to that school so that St. Martin can start building its own corps of air traffic controllers. I was in the second class, the second year. They were in the first year. So I will dedicate it to those and to people in aviation. And Minister, Vernon said so many things that was going through my mind, and he got a good point and a lot of those points. And where is concerned, again, I'm going to throw a pitch for the air traffic controllers. We should not be, and we should not leave happen to us what happened to an aircraft manufacturing company. Just look at the bottom line for profit and forget safety and security. So I make an appeal to pay some attention to the air traffic controllers at Juliana Airport. And I will take the award and place it up there. That's what it's supposed to be. Thank you.
As we move along to our next pioneer, we're almost there, folks, almost there. She was born in Aruba and has played a pivotal role in shaping the tourism landscape of St. Martin since her arrival in 1972. After completing her nursing studies in the Netherlands, she sought new opportunities and quickly found herself immersed in the hospitality sector. Initially trying to secure a position at the St. Rose Hospital, she began her career at the Malibu Hotel as a receptionist. In her early days at Malibu, she showcased her remarkable adaptability and leadership when the front office manager unexpectedly left. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and passion for service, she learned the intricacies of hotel management on the job, often facing the challenges of accommodating large groups of guests while ensuring their comfort and satisfaction. Her dedication to guest relations was evident during the hectic arrivals, where she handled situations involving frustrated travelers. By employing her keen understanding of psychology, she transformed potential conflicts into positive experiences, offering upgrades and complimentary services that left guests with an unforgettable memory of their stay here on the island of St. Martin. Her commitment to hospitality was not driven solely by profit. Instead, she believed in making guests feel at home, an ethos that has become a hallmark of St. Martin's tourism. After the devastating hurricane that impacted the region, she transitioned briefly to a notary office before returning to the hotel industry, where she continued to make a difference. Her unwavering belief in the importance of exceptional service has inspired many others in the tourism industry and has contributed to the legacy of Malibu as a flagship establishment on St. Martin, or should I say Saint Martin. Today, she remains a prominent advocate for the values of hospitality and service excellence that have defined the island's tourism sector. Her contributions have not only enriched the visitor experience, but have also laid a resilient foundation for the future of tourism here on the island of St. Martin, encouraging the next generation to carry forward the legacy of outstanding service that she exemplifies. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming our next awardee, none other than Zephanie F.
Thank you so much. On behalf of my ex-co-workers and myself, I wish to accept this token of this award. And I'm going to say, Vernon said it all. There's nothing more left to be said because we work closely together. Yeah? Thank you.
If you mention tourism here on the island of St. Martin in the last 35 years, one name will always come to mind. Regardless of the government in power, she has been the go-to expert in the field of tourism on the island for 2 generations, and she is still going strong. Nobody personifies the industry like she does. With a bachelor's degree in political science from Wells College, Aurora, New York, and an MBA in international marketing from Morgan State University, Baltimore, Maryland, USA, both cum laude, she has had an impressive career in both the private and public sectors. She was an educator, having taught Spanish at Hamilton Middle School in Baltimore, while her background in political science led her to serve as an assistant to the New York State Senator Major Owens in Albany, New York. Returning home, she worked as a credit analyst at the Chase Manhattan Bank here in St. Martin, and also taught marketing courses at the University of St. Martin. She served as marketing director at Port de Plaisance Resort, and later worked as marketing director of the island government of St. Martin in 1992. Subsequently, she became the first woman to head the Department of Tourism of the island government of St. Martin in 1999. For many years, she has been the face of St. Martin at regional and international tourism and aviation trade shows, meetings, and conventions. Her knowledge, expertise, and strong negotiating skills allowed her to represent the island with distinction at the highest levels, making St. Martin a major player in regional tourism. One of the positions she's well remembered for was that of the first female managing director of the Princess Juliana International Operating Company, PJIAE. Her tenure at the helm of affairs at the island's major gateway ushered in a period of exciting expansion and innovation that resulted in the airport being named the best airport in the Caribbean in 2016 by the Caribbean Journal. This was among several other international recognitions, which included the first Caribbean airport to receive the prestigious International Transport Award granted by the Global Trade Leaders Club, with a membership of over 7,500 businesses worldwide. At the airport, she secured a US $132 million bond issue on Wall Street for the capital improvement program of the airport. This allowed it to, among other things, resurface the runway, build a helipad for helicopters, renovate the cargo building, and replace the ground lighting system with more economical and environmentally friendly LED lights. In actual fact, St. Martin Airport became the first in the region to have LED lights on its runway. Other improvements she oversaw at the airport included the construction of the brand new departure lounge and the enhancing of the hub function of the Princess Juliana International Airport in the northeastern Caribbean. She also transformed the St. Martin Airport into the most intelligent airport in the region, with self-service check-in kiosks. In addition, she aggressively grew the general aviation, or FBO, or private jet business, turning the airport into the second in the region in regards after the Bahamas. She has been a pillar of the Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transportation, and Telecommunications, where she served variously since 2017 as Senior Policy Advisor, Chef de Cabinet for 3 different ministers, including the current one. Respected across all the region and beyond as a professional of great knowledge and wide experience in the tourism, airport, aviation fields, she has received international accolades as being named by Travel Agent magazine in 1999 as one of the 100 most influential women in tourism in the world. Locally, she has received the SHTA's Pineapple Award in 2006 in the category of Tourism Community Development, and Conscious Lyrics Foundation named her Personality of the Year 2015. She has served in high-profile executive positions locally and regionally, such as chairman of the 9/11 Recovery Marketing Committee of St. Martin, founding member of the St. Martin Annual Regional Trade Show, SMART, member of the Marketing Committee of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, the CTO, and chairperson of the Leeward Islands Partners, LIPS. She is a much sought-after speaker on topics related to tourism, aviation, and airports, and is a strong advocate of U.S. preclearance here on St. Martin. She is a mother, a wife, sister. They say her favorite aunt, and I call her auntie too, and a mentor to many. Please join me in welcoming our next awardee, none other than Regina F. Labega.
Look at her.
The one thing you forgot to say, though, Peter,
She's
I'm
a grandmother.
The most important thing so much, and I couldn't have done any of it with most of you here. Most of it was done with the tourism department. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. This is truly a surprise.